What's going on, people? I decided to make a quick video. This is in regards to the upcoming Floyd Mayweather fight. He's going to be facing Victor Ortiz for whatever title, some form of the welterweight title. I'm not going to waste my time making a prediction about this. And to be honest with you, I don't know how to feel about it. I want to believe that the fight is a tune-up fight for Mayweather so that he will get ready for Pacquiao. But a part of me tells me that he's just taking this fight for the money. He needs the money, so he decided to pick a young upcoming champion that will give him enough draws, but that will not give him much of a hard time in the ring. I mean, Victor Ortiz is a great boxer. I'm not trying to disrespect him. I've watched some of his fights. He's getting better with each fight. He's very competitive. He's somewhat technically sound. I think he's going to have a bright future in the welterweight division. But we're talking about Floyd Mayweather. Floyd has a ton more experience. And honestly, there's not too many fighters that can disrupt Floyd Mayweather's pace, especially as the fight goes longer. Now, I don't know how much his long layoff will affect his performance in the ring, but I'm not trying to make a prediction, so don't take this as a fact. But I expect Floyd to win the fight by decision. I think Floyd will outland and outstrike Ortiz. I think Ortiz will give him a hard time in the first few rounds, as usual. Floyd will get used to Ortiz's style, will start noticing the timings, and then eventually start countering each and every one of his shots, and then cruise his way to another decision victory. That being said, I don't see the point of the fight. Floyd has won many world titles in many different weight classes. He's been the pound for pound champion before for a long period of time, and I don't see why he's even going against Victor Ortiz, who is just really an up-and-coming champion. Victor Ortiz is just really now making his name known in the welterweight division. He's just really now becoming um, more and more respected. He was admired by many, and people were following his career, but it's just now really coming into his boxing prime. I think I don't see why Floyd Mayweather even wants to fight him. Floyd has nothing to prove by beating Ortiz. It is expected of him to beat Ortiz at this stage of his career. The only test left for him, the only thing left in his career is Manny Pacquiao. That's the only thing. If Floyd beats Manny Pacquiao, he will be able to go down in boxing history as one of the greatest. He is already one of the greatest welterweights. Let's not take that away from him. But if he beats Manny Pacquiao, his entire legacy will be solidified. But it doesn't seem to me like he wants to fight Manny Pacquiao. And he's not getting any younger. And his style relies heavily on reflexes. And reflexes go away with age. So I don't know what he's doing. But I believe that he's taking this fight because he needs the money. And I know he's wealthy. I don't think he's poor. But then again, what you hear on TV is not necessarily what his liquid worth is. By liquid worth, yeah, he may have made 40 mil from one fight or the other, and he may have made over 300 and something million in career earnings. But taxes, fees, all of those things can take away a big chunk of that wealth. And we know that Floyd likes to live high. He is a high roller. The cost of living like that is very expensive, even for a guy that makes that kind of money. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's taking this fight because he needs the money, especially with all the legal troubles he has right now. And I hope he doesn't become one of those boxers that ends up fighting well past his prime just because he needs the money. And then it's really annoying that he chooses to fight Ortiz when the whole world is basically waiting for him to fight Pacquiao. And the kind of money he would make from a Pacquiao fight, especially even if they agree to a 50-50 split, the kind of money that he will make from a Pacquiao fight should be enough for him to retire comfortably. He's gonna make decent money with Ortiz because Mayweather is a very big draw, but I don't. Maybe 1 million buys or more, if that. But I don't. I just don't see the point. Ortiz should be facing all the other upcoming big names in the welterweight division. I don't even think Ortiz should face Manny Pacquiao or Mayweather. Those guys are on a different stratosphere when it comes to boxing. They've already achieved everything they need to achieve. The only thing left is for them to fight each other. After that, there's nothing else. All these young upcoming guys, their time will come. It's not their time yet. When Mayweather retires and Pacquiao retires, I could see Ortiz becoming the division king, and maybe even, I mean, I don't know if he will move up in class, but I could easily see him becoming the division king in that weight class. But right now, I don't think Mayweather needs to fight him. I mean, Ortiz stands to gain everything from a fight like this, especially if he pulls the upset and wins. But if he loses, no one is going to hold it against him. He went against Floyd. You know, how can you fight Ortiz when everyone is still waiting for you to fight Pacquiao? And Floyd, don't. I mean, I know he's not watching this video, but if he is, I'm with him. I'm a big Floyd Mayweather fan myself. I don't know. Unless it's a tune-up fight for a possible bout with Pacquiao, then that would be great. And I think Victor Ortiz is a good choice to prepare for Manny Pacquiao. Ortiz is young, hungry, aggressive when he has to be. He can go, the whole fight. Yeah, he has decent stamina. Obviously, he's not as fast or as dangerous as Manny Pacquiao is, but hey, if you're coming off a long layup, you want to have an easy fight. And Ortiz, I mean, is by no means the easiest fight, but it's an easy enough fight for Floyd to get his skills up to par. And then if he can go against Pacquiao, then good, you know. So I'm not gonna make. It's not about a predict. I'm not trying to predict the fight between Ortiz and Floyd. I'm just saying that let us hope that this is a tune-up fight. But if it's not, then it's really sad. It's really sad for boxing. It's really sad for anyone that really appreciates the sweet science. Because honestly, man, I don't know, man. They've ruined things. All these different divisions, all these not divisions, all these different titles in each division, all these different bodies that try to govern boxing, and so much corruption and crap like that. Somebody wins one single version of the title and refuses to fight the other person, and that's why mixed martial arts is gaining popularity because Dana White wouldn't have any of that nonsense. So I hope I hope that Floyd plans on fighting Manny Pacquiao very very soon because boxing needs this, and I think it will be indispensable to his legacy. If he doesn't fight Manny, it will hurt him. And I know Manny is willing to fight Floyd, so let's see what happens. But maybe later I will decide to make a prediction video about Ortiz and Floyd Mayweather. But right now, I'm not even happy about the fight to begin with. I'm not excited. I don't even plan on watching it, to be honest with you. Because by now, I should be excited about Floyd Mayweather going against Manny Pacquiao. And I haven't heard anything about that. If that's not happening, I don't want to hear about Floyd or Manny Pacquiao for that matter. So let's see what happens. Later, guys.